Hey, welcome to your summer English class. In this video, I'm going to go over the syllabus that you guys are going to have posted on the site, as well as a couple things to expect this first week. So let's get started with the syllabus. Hey all, so I'm going to actually go through the syllabus for this semester in case you missed the live meeting on Monday, but here we go. So this is the syllabus, this is what it looks like. Off to the side, you should be able to see a breakdown so you can quickly jump to standards or schedule or things that I'm expecting from you. But let's start at the top. So obviously, this is the English class for the summer. I'm Mrs. Downing, or Georgianne Downing, as most of you guys remember from this past year. The dates of this are between June 1st and August 14th. And then this is my email. I'll also post a couple ways that you can contact me below, but this is just an easy way to locate it. All right, so about the class. This summer English course is meant to be more of a traditional sense, so we're not going to be doing any projects or anything along those lines. I have it broken down into each week. We'll have a lesson, an assignment, and then some sort of assessment at the end of the week. We will set times each week in the middle so that you guys can jump on a live conference with me, ask me some questions, and anything that I can do to help you be successful. While this class is going to be virtual, I will not have a chance to see you guys in person. So this does mean that you have to reach out to me via email or Schoology or something so that I can help you and make sure that you are good to go. As for the standards, there's several that we're going to meet in this class, but basically we're going to respond to text, we're going to write, we're going to show some English comprehension and several conventions, and then we're also going to evaluate other texts that we're going to read. So here's the schedule breakdown. This is just a key to the syllabus in case you don't understand why something's highlighted or what something means. Anything highlighted is going to be a hard deadline, meaning you can't just wait until Friday to do everything. There's going to be stuff that's due throughout the week on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So just make sure you're paying attention to that time. Lessons will be posted Monday morning. I'm going to make them YouTube videos so that you can access them and rewatch them. And that way, if you can't be at a conference on Monday morning, you can at least try to have that done by Monday night and then kind of get started on your work. The assignment is going to be something that's due in the middle of the week. And it just depends on each week, and that's going to be something I try to break down below. But just make sure you're paying attention to that moving forward. The assessment is just going to be the way that I assess that you have completed something or are continuously like editing it or improving it from there. And let's get into it. So the first week, we are going to review sentence structure, and then I'm going to talk about the self-selected book so that you guys kind of know what to expect that's going to be due in July. Your first assignment is going to be due on June 3rd, which is just a worksheet that covers what types of sentences you run into. You'll write a couple and we'll go from there. And then you guys will have your short story where you're going to write a variety of sentence types, and that's going to be due on the 5th. You also need to, on the 5th, turn in your self-selected book choice. I'm going to have a discussion post so you guys can all see what the options are, and again, I'll review with you what I mean when I say self-selected intro. All right, and then kind of going from there, I don't want to get into too much detail, but each week I have a lesson. I have what is going to be due as the assignment. I'm going to have read self-selected novel due as an assignment every day or every week until it's actually going to be due. So just make sure that you are reading and getting ready for that. So then again, just like look through this. I do want to note that this syllabus is subject to change. I want to stress that because as the summer goes on, there might be some things that I notice we need to adjust or something happens where we need to kind of step back a second. And those are all things that we can plan for accordingly as the semester goes on. So read through this syllabus. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'm happy to answer them. As for the expectations, I only have 3. Aside from doing your work, this is kind of what you need to know. You need to check Schoology and Gmail daily. And I honestly mean daily because If I'm not sending you a message, there's something on Schoology that you guys might need to be aware of that I'm letting you know. Maybe it's a remediation thing, but we will go from there. So just make sure that you are checking this because I do email you quite often. Put your best foot forward. I know it's the summer. I know it's hard to do work in the summer. However, if you put your best foot forward and are checking in, doing your work, and are timely, this summer is going to go very smoothly for you. And then ask for help. Since I can't see you or ask you routinely every day, I'm expecting you guys to reach out to me if you have questions. And again, here in a second, I'm going to talk about how you can get in touch with me. This academic integrity is more for just as a reminder, anything that is not your own work that you are trying to publish as your own work is technically plagiarism. So even if you might find a fact on a source and then you cite it down below, but you don't include in-text citations, or you don't cite it in the actual essay, that's plagiarism. And it can subject you to fail this class. So please just make sure you are citing stuff properly. If you don't know how to cite something, please ask me, but never try to argue that somebody else's work is your own. All right, so how to get in touch with me. First, email. I check this every day and I get a notification on my phone when I get a new email. The same kind of goes for Schoology. Schoology is linked with my email, so anytime you send me a message on Schoology, I get that as well. And then each week, I'm going to try to set up a classroom or a Google Meet or something so that I can be online for you guys to ask me questions. This will be a good time if you want to see my face and get an answer pretty quickly. That will be a good time to do that. And then this is kind of the last one. This is something new I wanted to implement this year. It's called Coffee with Downing. So it gives you a chance to set up a time where we can meet on Google Meets or the conference app, and you can ask me questions about books, English, organization, mental health, anything. So all you have to do is, to start this, just send an email with Coffee Talk, email me the subject Coffee with Downing, and times that you can meet virtually, and I'll try to meet with you during one of those times. I look forward to the summer semester and answering any questions you guys might have. So again, just read this through. Let me know if you have questions. Obviously, again, this is subject to change, but that's it. All right, so now that we have reviewed the syllabus, we are now going to dive into what you're going to do this first week. So check out my next video over sentence structure.